So just start nice and loose, just vertical through the body. Let the weight really sink into the ground. All the joints nice and relaxed. Okay, good. Front and back. And side to side. Rotating, nice and loose with the arm. Okay, inside, outside. Keep opening and closing the body. Burn right out. Good. Okay, we go to the swings, just dropping the body through, releasing the knees. The feet about shoulder width, and just let the line from the hips, knees, the feet just fall into one line. So just drop through. And keep a kind of bounce in the knees. So if you reach the ground, there's nice and relaxed. Just practicing dropping away. Good. Okay, coming to the hip, arms out to the side, just releasing down, finding the shoulder, and then the upper back. Keep it all nice and fluid, constantly draining down into the ground. That's it. Good. Into the shoulders, just rolling one way fully, yeah, and keep the same direction. Really explore opening the shoulders out both ways to the side. So let the spine really turn side to side. Keep the shoulders front and back. As much as possible, keep the arms relaxed and heavy. Let the swing carry through. Good, and then change direction with the arms. And here just exploring figure of 8 movements with the body, or with the arms. Try and include the whole body in it. So you can play with kind of rotating moves, just slightly explore them. Basically what you're looking for is spirals with the arms. So just play with the arms and with the body, and just feel that the hips, the movement of the hips is connected into the arms. There's no real power in the arm, it's just nice and relaxed. A little bit how you would look for a kind of kokyu movement this way, but without the kind of without the power in the arm, without the power in the hand. Just kind of release through the shoulder. Just play with it. There's a kind of rise and fall with the arms. Just look for, you see a connection which feels heavy while the arm is relaxed. Just play with it. You can just play with one arm or both. Just really explore different possibilities with it. So, that's it. Good. Nice. Good. Okay, good. We just go down to the ground. Just a little bit of, just really using the contact in the ground, using the arms, and then just come back, just in your own time. Really exploring the back contact and then coming through. Keep the hip nice and flexible as you rise up. Come right through. Nice and calm. Keep the breath flowing through the body. Good. And then just go forward, nice, easy, really in the ground again, using the hands, opening out, pressing back, maximize the contact, lengthen through the body. Try and keep a nice sense of length through the spine. Roll in here, keep the extension, find the ground, nice and slow. Nice and quiet as well. Oh. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello? Oh, you didn't start yet?
We're just starting. We just do some Kemi.
I'm just 1 second home.
No problem. Take your time.
Yeah, I will.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, just take your time now coming through. You can use backwards or forwards. Just now come down, find the ground, and then just find your way up. So just find a position and then just raise right up. You can do backwards, forwards, You can play with both variations on the backwards roll. Just come into here, rolling back up, and then back up, or you can go with the full rotation over the top. Nice and calm, and really take your time to come up. So look for the ground, down, really find the weight, mostly in the feet now, hardly anything in the hands, and then just really kind of raising up through the body. Just nice and controlled. Really take your time with it. And try and find the base, and then just raise up through it. Good. And depending on the surface you've got, you can stick to this level where you're basically really finding the ground first, rolling, taking your time to come up. But if you want, you can also just come straight from a standing position, come straight into the move, and again just find the ground. So a little bit more off the ground. You're coming from a standing position, so it depends really on the surface. Take it really slow, rolling in, just find the ground. If you've got a really hard surface, just use the first way of doing it. Really try and soften it into the ground. This idea of Rukem is really to receive into the ground with the body. So really try and soften. Come up. The last one, again, you can stick to the first level or the second level. And then this third level is really to just, usually from a forward roll, just find the ground and come straight back up. So the feelings to really continue the momentum, kind of not impact the ground, receive directly into the ground and then raise straight up. So there's something like this, you come down and then just come straight back up. The feelings that you can just enter straight into it. And then just take a few steps from it, but really get the feeling you're kind of absorbing to the ground. Yeah, and then just straight back up. And I want to do it with as little effort as possible. So I really want to set the structure up. It just bounces up off the ground. And then you just take a few steps with it. So play with either the first level, really using the ground. Take your time. The second level is kind of just coming from the standing position, nice and slow. And then this third level is really just the kind of roll in and straight up. That was a bit slow. There and there. Just come straight back up. So the raise should be really kind of natural. So just play with those. Play with those levels. That's it. That's it. Good. Okay, good. Take a Bokken. Let's do a little bit of Saburi word. What I really practice in this case is starting in this position, really a kind of neutral position. You're really coming into the kamae, and really with the feeling that the Bokken kind of supports is drawn from underneath the body. You really feel like the Bokken just sits in. So just spend a few minutes just kind of playing with this position. Really I want a feeling that I'm connecting into the ground and then coming forward, and the sword should really feel that it sits into the body, just connected directly into the center, and then just coming back. Just nice and calm, and the body all comes together. You can also play with the sword from a few different positions, but just get the sense of the swords really sitting into the body, and that my main focus is being underneath the weapon. Yeah. And not in this case with the weapon being out to the front. Just try and get the feeling of the weapon really fixed into the back. So down and underneath there. The sword should feel very light but really connected. Nice. Okay, and just play with the same idea. So really coming into the kamae, drawing into the kamae, and then just moving the body. Really feel the sword, the arms, everything just follows with the body. So get this feeling you're really kind of initiating with the center. So the sword's being held really with the hips, the center. This whole region, and then really motivate to move from here now. Just move from it. Take a few steps, kind of forwards or backwards. Kind of enter into another kind of. You really just want to find a neutral position in this case. So this position is the kind of traditional way. It's the kind of neutral position. And then draw into a kamae, and then just engage with the whole body, with the kamae. Take it a few steps, and then just find another neutral position. Draw into the kamae, move. Now the sword's just really being motivated from the back of the body. That's it. That's it. Yeah, and also play with coming into the left and the right side. So kind of coming forward, changing to the left side. Just have the feeling of it connecting. You know, just keep the sword connecting to the body. It's connected, but it's also very flexible in the arms. The upper body never feels like it's locked rigidly. Strong extension, but very flexible. Let's play with this. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, good. And just play now with the handwork. So really moving from this kind of traditional way. So you can now play with kind of high kamais, low kamais, and you can also play with really shifting the hands on the bokken. So just play with anything you like, but really try and connect the feeling of connect the feet and the hips really into the sword work. So whatever you're doing, try and really transmit it to the sword. So work really, have the sense of working from the center out with the sword. The sword just connects into the body. Just move with it. These kind of nice, simple movements are the easiest to kind of work with the feeling. And you can start to work with a few more complicated movements. Play with the rotations. All the time try and include the sword into the kamai. Nice, nice. Okay, good. We'll just play with this. This is a kind of two set. You can do on both sides. So starting the right side, you're just going to rotate straight away to the back, slice to the rear here, and then stepping with the back leg and cutting in here. So turn, just do this. This is a two set. So you do like 1, 2, and each time you're changing the leg, so you go on the right side, slice to the back, step in on the left, and now slice this way, step in on the right side. Just this way. Okay, just try this and really try and integrate the sword work and the body work. Just as one thing. I'm just going to really try and create some kind of flexibility in the arms and in the body. So, especially in the arms between the sword. What I want to add here is the arms kind of locked in. I'm just doing this kind of movement, and then this kind of movement. This. So having have a sense of a little bit more flexibility. Yes. Yes. So there's a sense of the center curling, and then the sword follows it, and the sword follows it. So really try and initiate this move really just with the center. With this. Out into the center, and then this move also center, out, center, center. Really get the feel you're going to motivate everything from the center, and then everything from the center here. Same kind of feeling. Create some kind of flexibility in the movement. Yeah, that's it. Good. Good. Okay, good. So now it's basically opening the movements out. In this case, what you do is really like an Arimi Tenkan. So you're going to kind of step in, slice. And now from here, step in, cut. And now in this case, if I just do this, I end up on the same side. In this case, what I want you to do is turn to the back and cut down, like in a Zengo giri. So you step in. Oh, sorry, I did it wrong. Step in, slice to the back. Now take a step with the back leg, cut down, and then just rotate to the back side. Here. So you step back leg, slice, cut, rotate. So it's too big. The first movement are really the important ones. Coiling in, slicing to the rear, stepping in, and then cutting down here this way. So. Let's try that. Yeah. Good. And then just try this one. This one, just do two movements, and then we kind of reset it. So you come through the back leg, the same move, slice to the back. And in this case, the same, coming from the back, but then turning into it and cutting into the yokomen this way. And in this case, just change the side. You just come here. So you rotate in, slice to the rear. And then from here, back leg comes in. It's a big rotation to the back side. And then just change the leg. Yeah, so you've got one big spiral and move here, slice to the back, and then reverse it, slice again, cut to the back this way. Change the feet. Slice, cut, change. Good. And then one more, this case, the same start. So you rotate it, slice to the back. And then in this case, just continue the slice and then find a cut to the back. And again, just change side each time. So in this case, it's a little bit more fluid. So you roll in, slice, and then continue the movement, the body, and then cutting down. So in this case, goes like this, slice in, continue it, and cut down to the back. A little bit like doing Shihonage, Urawa. So roll in, slice, continue, slice down. Slice. Nice. Nice. Yeah, good. Nice. Yeah, good. Okay, good. And then just play really with any kind of combination you like. And these are the big kind of slicing movements. The slices we've also done before is just these where you kind of come to the side, rolling through. So just play with any kind of combination of a slice and a cut. And just really play with it. So slicing with the body, slicing through. Any direction you like, slice through and cut. Slice and cut. Slice. Really just explore. You've got a lot of different angles, different rotation movements, slices to the side. Good, good, good. Good. Okay, now play with the same idea. A little bit like where we started. So just start from this position. Basically, you're in a kamae and you just move with the body. Keep it nice and free. So especially in the footwork, keep the feet nice and light. So grounded, heavy, centered. And then just roll into a movement. Yeah. And then come back into this kind of free movement. Just connecting to the sword. So you've got a really sense of connection and then just and into a movement. Change. Really nice and fluid. And just come into a movement. Yeah. Good. Yeah, and also play in this case with having the sword really in different kinds of positions. So you can work always from a kamae or from a kamae like this, or you can work with really from different kinds of positions. So with the sword down, coming through into a slice, or with the sword really just in one hand, coming through into a slice, or with the sword above the head in a hasso. So just play with different kinds of positions and shift through them as well. So just really feel free to explore different positions. Just cut into a movement. Yeah. Nice. Good. Okay, so we just got some hand. So just start the first thing with Taina Henko. So in this case, a little bit free. So roll into the side here. Really break it down like this, coming down, and then just add an extra movement to it to come to the next to the other side. So just play with different kinds of movements, but make this kind of key. You're gonna kind of slice in the body this way, set this direction up, and then just set in another movement to change the side. Roll, back. Each time really settle the body in, establish this new direction, and then rotate through it. And you can really take the movement anywhere else. And just work the movement a little bit more flexibly. So the Taina especially got now this sense of really coiling through to the back, finding this movement, and then just coiling through here. So now the movement, rather than kind of 1, 2, just get the sense of the whole body is going to coil out to the back and roll through. Set up the body nice and relaxed, really in the middle, and to let the whole body coil to the back, and then move it. Coil to the back. Good. Good. So Tokyu Morotodori. So in this case, extension down. Again, just break it down just for the first few. Really ground the body down. Shift the hips in with a spiral. Reaching up and then over to the back. Again, nice and stable. Really broken down. It's kind of 1, 2. Reaching up. 3. Nice and easy. And then just change the side. 1. Dropping down. Dropping hip, elbow. Roll through, up, and then over to the ground. So. Nice. Good. And then again, just work with something a little bit more flexible. So now rolling in, rolling out this way, coming through here. Now the key again, work really like the center out. So the center shifts in, center shifts all the time. So really trying to initiate from the core and let the periphery really just follow it this way. Make it nice and heavy, really grounded, and just coil in the body this way. It feels really, you're really impacting with the center in this case. So roll the body out. Yeah, and this is one of the, because we spend actually a lot of time, we hardly ever do this in a kind of flowing way. We tend to always kind of come to this position. 1, 2. So this tends to become the kind of fixed form of doing it. So just now get a sense that as you roll in this spiral, as you complete it and find this foot, that the second spiral just comes straight in directly after it. So work really back with the feet and the hands. So the sense of coiling in with the foot. And as this foot comes in, this spiral completes, and then I press into the next spiral. So just get a sense that these are connected. So one spiral presses into the next one. So there's no real sense of pausing. Whoa, it just comes straight through this way. Just get the sense of the spiral really through the footwork expressed out to the hand. That way. There. Yeah, good. That's it. Nice. Yeah, good. That's nice. Good. And then just go into a set with this. So Taina Henko into a Kokyu move, and then into Marotodori. So in this case, do this a little bit kind of flexibly. So really slow. Roll through, roll back, find the Marotodori. Yeah, and then from here, just change the side. You roll Taina Henko, roll back, roll in Marotodori, and just come into this different side. Nice. Good. Okay, good. So we look at a Shihonage form, which is from Marotodori grip. Now, in this case, this form you can only do in movement in Kinanagai, so there's no basic form for this. But in this case, there's two sides to it. So because you've got two hands coming in, you've got two arms to do the Shihonage on. So this has two inside and outside form. So we start the first one, and you imagine in this case the arm is the outside arm. So it's basically the hand that's coming in here is this one. And in this case, what I do is roll in to the front, roll in, and then slice this way. And then from here, roll into the back and cut down this way. So you basically treat this as if it's a Gyaku Hami or a basic Katatadori grip to this side. So you basically roll the body up, shift the body in this way, cut it out, and then step through and find the form this way. So this is really like these slicing movements we were doing. Slice, come through and find the Shihonage. So imagine the front hand's coming in to be grabbed, roll and slice. Press the body in and come through this way. So this one can only be done in movement with the grip, otherwise I get trapped in it. So it's coming through, down, and cutting down here. This way. Awesome. Good. And imagine in this case, this is also in the Kinagari forms. This is also really about leading with the hand. So what I don't want to do is get trapped by being grabbed and then try and kind of grab the arm. So what you're doing here, the first move is rolling up with the hand here. So I'm really trying to create an opening with it. So this hand leads up, and then the backhand. What the backhand does is come in, and it's like this hand cuts into it. So it's as if this hand cuts into the palm. This, and then I basically continue the movement into that hand. So have this sense of this raising up and then slicing down into the hand. This hand then basically takes over, and then this hand comes in, and you continue through with it this way. Oi, there's a little kitten just landed in my garden. Okay, good. Keep going. A little kitten just dropped from the tree. Hey, man. Good. Yeah. That's it. Okay, good. And then the outside direction we'll finish with is if you imagine the cross arm coming in. So this is a bit like a Kosadori grip. And in this case, what you can do is from the front foot, from the right foot, you're going to pivot to the back this way. And then you're going to slice through and then find the grip this way. So just remember, this is a bit like doing a Taina Henko movement. So you just pivot from the backside. And the same kind of feeling, I'm going to raise up and I'm going to catch the arm underneath this time like this. So this arm now does this kind of motion. This, and then it slices across here. So I've got this feeling now of this, rolling out, and then coming through for the throw this way. So just imagine in this case, just to remember, you come in basically across the grip, this underneath, make a hole, and then coming through for the Shihonage. Just rotate to the outside. This is the harder one of the two. You try this way. Yeah. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it.
And that.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. Got it. Nice.
No.
And just play freely with these two now. So don't worry about which way you turn, and you're not being grabbed, so it really doesn't matter at all. But have the sense of just coiling to the back, slicing through, and then coming through here, and just open the movement out. So the basic rule is that you either roll to the back, turning from the front foot, or you enter in off the back leg and then cut through this way. So just play with these basic 2 rotations. The same thing we did with the sword work. So rolling in, slicing, finding the shikonage, or just rolling to the back, slicing, find the shikonage this way. So just play with all these, just open the movements out. You're just playing
So
with.
the footwork here is either tenkan or a rimi tenkan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it just depends. If I go to the outside, I take the inside arm, and if I go to the inside, I take the outside arm. Basically, that makes any clear. Wow, that way. That way. That's it. Very nice. Good. Okie dokie. We'll stop there. Well, I'm gonna find this. Okay. Hi. どうもありがとうございました。
どうも、ありがとうございました。
Thanks a lot, Michael.